A call for politicians to set the tone and be an example for society to emulate. This from President Paula-Mae Weekes as she addressed members of Parliament and other specially invited guests at today's reopening ceremony of the Red House. Khrystal Wilson was there and tells us more.
Parliament reopened its doors today and politicians entered after a 10-year absence. And addressing members of both the upper and lower house was President Paula-Mae Weekes, who called on the politicians to address the serious concerns of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. While members of the public enjoyed the fanfare on the outside that accompanied the much-anticipated reopening of the Red House on Friday, members of Parliament, both government and opposition, and senators all trickled into the Parliament chamber. And after the arrival of President Paula-Mae Weekes in the lower house, she wasted little time in getting down to serious business. Delivering what could be considered a brief but straight-to-the-point address, President Weekes said she came bearing a message on behalf of citizens, a message she said was not being heard by the government nor by members of the opposition. The message: the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago are hurting.
While Parliament and other leaders of the country are dabbling in semantics about whether we are a failed state or in a crime crisis, our citizens are being murdered at an alarming rate. They lack opportunities for employment or are losing their jobs. Food prices are spiraling beyond the reach of many, and more of our children are falling into the at-risk category.
President Weekes called on representatives of both houses to commit to addressing the needs of citizens. She revealed that daily she receives correspondence from members of the public who complain that this country's laws do little to alleviate their issues. She said also, politicians need to lead by example.
Parliament sets the tone for the average man in the street. If you are seen to treat each other with respect, courtesy, and good humor, there can be a trickle-down effect, an eventual cascade. But when acrimony, contempt, and divisiveness is the example you set, you cannot be surprised when those attitudes and behaviors are replicated on the nation's roads, in our schools and homes, and on social media.
Following the President's address, both the Senate and House of Representatives were adjourned. On Monday, January 27th, the lower house would resume sitting and members of the upper house will meet on Tuesday. Reporting from the Red House in Port of Spain, I am Khrystal Wilson for TTT News.